Imagine holding the power of a PlayStation 5 right in the palm of your hands. No more fighting over the living room TV. No more being tied to a desk. The PlayStation Portal is here to change the game, but there is one tiny thing standing in your way: the setup. We have all been there, staring at a screen, wondering why things aren't syncing up. If you want to jump into your favorite games without the headache of manual typing and error messages, you need to master the QR code pairing system. This isn't just a setup guide. This is your ultimate roadmap to unlocking the full potential of your handheld experience. We're going to break down every single click, every setting, and every secret trick to make sure your login is flawless. Let's get you into the game. The journey starts with the foundation of any good connection: your home network. Before you even look at a QR code, you must ensure both your PlayStation 5 and your PlayStation Portal are living on the same digital frequency. This means checking your Wi-Fi settings. If your PS5 is plugged into a LAN cable, but your Portal is on a 2.4 GHz guest network, you're going to have a bad time. For the smoothest, most viral-worthy gameplay, try to get both devices on a 5 GHz band. Once they're both powered on and breathing the same air, you are ready to dive into the console settings. This is where the magic begins. On your PS5, you need to navigate the menu like a pro. Head over to the gear icon for settings, then scroll down to System. From there, you are looking for the Remote Play tab. This is the heart of the operation. You must toggle Enable Remote Play to the on position. Without this, your PS5 is essentially wearing noise-canceling headphones. It won't hear your Portal calling out to it. Once that green light is active, select Link Device. Suddenly, a bright, pixelated QR code will appear on your TV. This code is your digital handshake. It is unique, it is secure, and it is waiting for you. But be warned, the clock is ticking. You have exactly 5 minutes to finish the scan before that code expires and disappears into the digital void. Now, pick up your PlayStation Portal. This device is a beauty, isn't it? When you reach the setup screen, choose the option to scan a QR code using the PlayStation app integration. This is where most people get stuck, but not you. You want to hold the Portal with a steady hand. Think like a photographer. You need enough light in the room so the camera can actually see the patterns on the TV, but avoid having a lamp directly behind you, creating a glare on the screen. If the camera can't see the code, it can't read the code. Point the lens at the TV and hold it there for about 5 to 10 seconds. It feels like a lifetime when you're excited to play, but patience is key here. When it clicks, the Portal will confirm the link, and you will feel that satisfying sense of progress. Sometimes, even with the best intentions, technology gets stubborn. If that QR code isn't scanning, don't throw your Portal on the couch just yet. The first thing to check is your firmware. Sony is constantly pushing out small updates to fix handshake issues between these two devices. Make sure your PS5 system software is fully updated and that your Portal has been given a moment to download its own latest patches. If it still fails, use the God mode of tech support. The restart. Turn off the PS5 completely. Don't just use rest mode, and reboot the Portal. This clears out any temporary cache errors that might be blocking the pairing. Once you're back up and running, try the scan again. It works almost every time on the second pass. Once the pairing is done, you aren't quite at the finish line. You still need to log into your PlayStation Network account. This is where security meets convenience. You will need to enter your email and password. Now, if you are a smart gamer, you have two-factor authentication enabled. This means Sony is going to send a ping to your phone or your authenticator app. Keep your smartphone right next to you during this process. As soon as you hit login on the Portal, check your phone, tap, approve, and watch as the Portal finally syncs up with your entire library of games. It is a beautiful sight to see your PS5 dashboard mirrored on that gorgeous 8-inch screen for the first time. Now, let's talk about why this device is actually worth your time. In my honest opinion, the PlayStation Portal is one of the most misunderstood pieces of tech Sony has ever released. People call it just a screen, but it is so much more than that. It is the ergonomics of a DualSense controller split in half and wrapped around a high-definition display. The haptic feedback is there. The adaptive triggers are there. When you're playing a game like Astro's Playroom or God of War, you aren't losing any of the immersion that makes the PS5 great. It's perfect for parents who want to play while the kids watch cartoons, or for anyone who just wants to lie in bed and grind out some levels before sleep. If you have the Wi-Fi speed to back it up, the latency is almost unnoticeable. It is a premium experience for a niche but dedicated audience. To wrap this all up, setting up your PlayStation Portal doesn't have to be a chore. By using the QR code method, ensuring your firmware is updated, and keeping your network stable, you can go from unboxing to gaming in less than 10 minutes. It is all about following the steps and staying patient with the hardware. Once you're in, the world of remote play is your oyster. You can roam your house, sit on the porch, or hide away in your room, all while your PS5 does the heavy lifting in the other room. It's the future of home handheld gaming, and now you are officially part of it. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your fellow gamers who are struggling with their setup, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a deep dive into the world of PlayStation.